6.363.213. Black. You see a blonde woman with a mirror mask covering the left part of her face. The black dress uncovers her left shoulder. She comes out of the water of a turquoise swimming pool. In the background there is stormy weather and lightning. She stands in the center. To her right and left are two Great Danes lying like sphinxes. Close up on her face, from where water is dropping to her body. In slow motion, she steps out of the pool. The image jumps shortly. Close up of her hand with a black glove. Again she stands in front of the pool. Water is dropping from her mouth into her cleavage. Now she bends down. She is wearing a black catsuit. The dogs are looking at her with quizzical eyes. In the back, the lightnings continue. She takes off her mask. The image is cut into 4 pieces. She sits in front of the pool with the dogs and throws the mask in our direction. The young woman with super straight blonde hair moves in front of a light spiral. Her eyes have dark makeup. In front of the pool, just one dot left. She is wearing her latex catsuit. Light spiral and blonde woman moving, holding her face in her hands with black nail polish. In the face a metal thing in shape of a shark's tooth, and on her middle finger is a big spherical ring. This image is cut into 4 pieces. She is making a circle with her right hand's thumb and forefinger in front of her left eye. She's looking at you. The image jumps. She is in front of the pool. Now runs to the veranda of a modern White House. The pool is in the foreground. On the veranda are some plants and 2 white figures. The blonde woman walks up some stairs. Bigger angle. The house is white with palm trees included in the geometrical architecture. Woman lays back, putting her black gloved right hand into her mouth. Her glasses are made out of little mirror pieces. The image jumps. Now the woman is lying in her latex suit on a white chaise longue, and in front of her is a little orange table with a glass and vine carafe with some pink liquid in it. In the background there is the pool, green plants and some off-heat towels. Face close-up image divided in 4 pieces. She's sitting on the chaise longue, leans back. Now, turned around with her feet where normally the head would be, she bends up and down with her hips. An orange sunshade appears. The woman opens her legs around the table. Face close up in 5 frames. She is sitting, legs spread by the pool. Her face in profile in front of the light spiral. The woman is lying on the chaise longue, moving her hips up and down with her stilettos on the headrest. Blonde woman in a light setting, showing her left hand with the latex glove. She puts her hands around her head. The black eyelashes are fat and long. The blonde woman is dancing alone in front of the house in a tiny blue latex bathing suit with a lot of see-through parts illuminated by background lights. She is shaking her hips from the left to the right with the right hand in front of her right eye. Her face in 4 frames on the same image. She caresses her blonde hair. The blonde woman in the blue latex suit waves her right arm in circles. Black men with black caps and green vests repeat the movement. The group, illuminated by background lights, is dancing in front of the White House. A white young guy on the left side and a black young guy on the right side. They both repeat the circular movements which the young blonde woman is performing with her right hand around her face and then going down to her sex. Her hair seems almost white and her lips are rose blushed. She puts the hands behind her neck. The boy standing to her right repeats the movement. She opens a pearl curtain to a place on the veranda where people are sitting around a table. Spotlights point in her direction. The blonde woman takes off the headphones of a white guy with a gray cap and looks mischievously at us. She throws out a playing card of her mouth. The guy with the headphones whispers something into her left ear. We see a hand with black nails lying on a poker table. The carafe and the glass with the pink liquid are also on the table. Ace of spades, ace of diamonds, jack of hearts, a seven of hearts and another card lie on the table. The whole game is covered with BWIN logos. Chips fly from the right to the left. 5 persons dressed in black sit around the poker table. The blonde woman sits in the center. All of them have pink liquid in their glasses. The blonde throws her cards on the table. On a party, the blonde woman in a black latex top sits on a white sofa with some other people. The poker table reappears. The blonde looks at a card in her hand and gently turns it around for us to see her game. It has ace of hearts and ace of clubs. She adds the cards to her former game. All the other people throw their cards away. Spotlight in the background, a black scarf falls through the image. Blonde woman looks at us and sings, moving her left shoulder back and forth. On the sofa with the people again, she opens the pearl curtain, moving her hands up and down. The people around the poker table stand up and one guy starts undressing. We see her face from near. The image is cut into 5 pieces. On the sofa again, the young blonde surrounded by humping people shows us the palm of her right hand. Her hips move back and forth. The woman stands in front of the light spiral and folds her hands. She moves her elbows to her face and starts pursing her lips. On the sofa, the people are touching each other and undressing. The blonde in the middle opens her mouth wide open and looks at us. Everybody is grabbing each other. At the poker table, 5 people stand in underwear, some of them drinking, illuminated by spotlights. On the sofa, a guy to the blonde's right touches her arm and hand. She keeps on looking at us. She bends backwards. The people in the background are embracing each other. The woman jumps in front of the light spiral. Now wearing her tiny blue latex suit, the blonde is dancing next to the black guy with the black cap and the green vest. She moves her arms in circles parallel to her hips and he repeats the movement. Next to the White House, the group is dancing. We see the black night sky with a lot of stars. The group of people is illuminated by spotlights. In front of them is the blue swimming pool. Alone, she is dancing next to a column with a climbing plant. She holds her left hand in our direction. Face and spiral. The group is dancing in front of the White House. They are crossing and uncrossing their arms. Woman in light spiral. The blonde in the blue latex suit appears 6 times in one cutted image. She is opening her mouth in front of the light spiral. Reappears in blue suit on the image, which is gutted 6 times. The group is dancing in front of the White House. The blonde is holding her left hand wearing a blue latex glove in our direction. To her left and right, 2 black guys make punching movements. Face in front of the light spiral. The woman in the group behaves like a rabbit. The men repeat the movement. Their dance looks a little bit like parts of the Macarena dance. Her big eyelashes then circle movements in the group. A silhouette with TV shades sits in front of the pool, smoke and spotlights in the background. The words pop and culture appear in her shades. After this, the shades show some kaleidoscopic effects. Her left arm goes up and down. The left hand is billed to a feast. Again, the woman in the blue suit dances next to the creeper, putting her left hand on her hips and lifting the right one like a traffic policeman. Woman in black lies like an odalisque in front of the pool. Dog to her left looks quizzical at her. The woman in front of the spiral light waves her long blonde hair around and twinkles with her long black eyelashes. The woman in the blue suit looks at us and holds her hands as if she would be holding a gun. She is dancing with 5 guys and pointing with her left hand's forefinger at us. She has the flower tattoo over her left bum cheek. Now she spreads her legs and points with her hands made to a gun in our direction. In front of the light spiral, she looks mischievously. The odalisque next to the pool lays down to eye level with the Great Dane. Now she lies on a little white sofa where a young man with black hair and white underpants is sitting backwards to her. She is wearing a nude bathing suit and wears a blonde hair ribbon mocking her blonde hair. Next to him are 3 plastic mannequins. She looks at him. With her left hand's thumb and forefinger, she makes a circle around her left eye. She lets the guy lay down on her lap and looks at him with a caressing glimpse. The blonde in front of the light spiral waves hands from left to right in front of her face. On the sofa, she kisses the guy. On the other sofa, the group with the blonde in the center humps around in sexual arousal. While kissing the underwear guy on the little white sofa, she looks in our direction. On the other sofa, the party goes on. Back to the underwear guy, she is caressing him. Back on the other sofa, the people grab her breasts. She sings to the dog at the pool, then touches the belly of the underwear guy. A spotlight appears behind her head. She is singing at the dog. In front of the light spiral, she puts her hands in front of her face, shortly blue suit in front of the modern White House, back in front of the spiral with hands in front of her face. She is wearing her blue suit. The image is cut into 5 pieces. The woman is waving her left arm up and down. Now she kisses the underwear guy and holding his hand with a white glove, she looks in our direction. In front of the light spiral, she punches the air with her left hand. While wearing her blue suit and touching her body, she looks at us, moving her hips to the left and to the right. Making movements in front of the light spiral, she slowly puts her hand down and focuses on us.